All right, welcome back. Here's our, let's see, third tutorial on making our laser engraved earring. And in this one, we're going to use some basic tools in Inkscape to make a design. The alternative would be to put an image on it, and we'll do that in the next tutorial. But this one, we're just going to use the tools we have for making a design. So here's the example of one that I've made, and it's in class here, that I just took this polygon tool and made stars and just put them all over it in a pattern that I thought was cool. There are a few other options over here. There's this swirl option that you can do, and if you pick that, move that onto your earring, maybe that's what you want. You can change the size of the swirl by changing the stroke here. Maybe it's too fat. So it's thicker, so it'll show up more. You can mess with it a little bit. If you undo the aspect lock here, this height to width ratio, you can start squeezing it or stretching it or whatever you want to do. Maybe I'll make this a little bigger. Oh, and by the way, as you change the size, also the line size changes. So that makes sense in a way, but also sometimes it can be a bit bothersome. So 0.7 there. So that could be what I want on my earring, and something like that. All sorts of options. Oh, and to rotate things in Inkscape. So say I don't like that orientation. If I click it again, I'm using my pick tool, I'm clicking it, I can do things with simple orientation up here where I could flip it and mirror it, or I can mirror it this way. The other option is to click on it when you select it the first time with one click. If you click one more time, you'll get these little grab handles that look like rotation, and you can rotate things all the way around wherever you think it fits best, right? I don't know, did I go all the way around? Maybe I like it like that. Something like this. Fits nicely. And maybe I'm going to squeeze it back in a bit there. Okay, so there's a little bit of design. The stars, of course, I was just picking stars over here. I chose 5. I would draw a star. Oh, I would change it up here to stars and draw a star like that. I'd decide on the size. Anything that's black will be engraved. So I wanted these to be entirely engraved. So then I went over to my fill and stroke and I turned on the fill so that the entire star would be engraved and not just the outline. Or you could turn the fill off and you could just do the outline. That could be something as well. So tools in Inkscape. Now, of course, there's also the drawing tools. You could just draw some things. There's squiggly lines, probably not what you want. There's straight lines by double click, or click once, then click twice, you get a straight line. If you hold the mouse button while you're pulling, then you get a freehand line over here. You could put letters on there just by, that, and you already know, because we've done some work with this, that you can change the font by, I clicked it, I pushed the, you go up here to the text, turn on text and font, it'll turn it on over here, and then you can choose all sorts of fonts over here to make it look the way you want. When you're happy with it, let me scroll down a bit, see if I can find what's a little more interesting. There, like that, I'm happy with it, I can choose the size, I hit apply, and that would change this. And you can also pick that and stretch it if you want, or stretch it this way and do whatever you have to do to fit your earring. So many things, It's about design, right? What can you come up with the tools that are in front of you? And sometimes you're limited by your computer knowledge, so your knowledge of the program. So don't be shy to just ask for a little bit of help, and I can probably make whatever it is you're thinking of happen. So I can't just show you everything here because that would just be a video that goes on far too long, sort of like this one has already. So that's enough on design tools and options for now in Inkscape. The next tutorial, we're going to look at how to put images onto the earring. So see you then.